Last night was winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. I received this candle from my dear friend, Ocean's Child, and so I lit the candle. We got some wine. I said I was going to do a hot drink, but then it turned into wine. But I really wanted to sit out by the camper in the fire. But before I meandered out there, I wanted to walk around the house and take everything in and look at the lights and remember. Just remember things like reflecting, you know? There's so many years of Christmases we've spent in this house, and it went so fast from the kids being little to where they are now. And the house feels so quiet these days. And so I was just walking around thinking about our past Christmases and what they were like, and the excitement of when the kids would come down really early in the morning and they couldn't wait to see what Santa had left them. And we had so many Christmas traditions of baking and going to look at Christmas lights and making our own ornaments and giving gifts to neighbors and homemade cinnamon rolls, and it all just came flooding in. And it's crazy. It's just crazy how time flies. And I feel so blessed to have lived this beautiful life. And look at that. Motorcycle Man had it set up so cute. And the house, look at this house that I have a warm, cozy house to be in. Some people don't have that. And there's so much to be thankful for. And I complain a lot. And then I'm like, what are you complaining about? Look at this life. This is the good stuff, guys. This is the stuff that I want to remember.
Happy Vlogmas Day 22. I cannot believe we are almost at Christmas for those of us who celebrate Christmas. And today is a gloomy day here in Southern California. So it is like past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I just got dressed for the day because it felt like 7 a.m. all day because of the gloominess, which I love. I love the gloominess. I'm making a sweet potato for a late lunch. Let's see, can I show you that? Sweet potato in there. And I'm gonna taste the jelly today. I want to pickle some eggs. We received a wonderful gift from sister, Sarah, our sister, and she pickled some eggs and she's sent it our way before, and oh my gosh, I love them. I realize it's not for everyone, but we already ate all the eggs that she sent. And I want to make my own pickled eggs because they're just something about them I really like. So I will share that with you, but maybe tomorrow. And what else? I'm always out of breath. I'm always like, you don't even know. I'm running up and down the stairs, forgetting things like, oh, wait, what am I going to record today? And just relax, Tracy. Just relax. Let me show you how many jelly jars we've gone through. Is this crazy or what? Oh my heavens. Can you believe I've tasted all of these? And one with the blue lid, I like that. And today I get to taste that one. And there's Bob. In the beginning of Vlogmas, I started growing Bob's hair. It got a bit out of control and we took his hair out, and that is where he is today. I think I need to plant more hair. Okay. I'm sitting in my kitchen, the heart of the home, my favorite place to be, on my favorite number 22 today. And I'm going to taste this the lazy way because I am really getting lazy during this Vlogmas situation. I just want to taste it without toast today. This is Mirabelle Plum. Alexa, stop. For my potato. Okay, so this is Mirabelle Plum and Linden Blossom spread. So I like plums. Anyway, I'm gonna taste it the fast and easy way. I've done this before. Very sweet, but also tart. It's got that little And it's got little pieces of what I'm thinking is the skin of the plum. Very good. Okay. I also might have some tea today. This sounded good. Pumpkin pie chai. And I think I showed you guys this in another video, this tea tin that I got thrifting. So cute. I put all the teas in there. I also have what I call a tea clock. My mom gave me this clock, and the kids used to love this clock when it was in her house because all the snacks, she'd put all the fun snacks in this clock and they all knew where to get the snacks. Then she got a different clock, and so she gave me the snack clock. And I took the clock, I'll show you because I'm sure you want to see, and I call it the tea clock. And I get all these ideas in my mind, and then I do it for like 2 days, and then I'm like on to the next thing. But I had this idea that I was going to set my timer, my alarm every day to go off for tea time. And it would be like, let's just say 3 p.m. And the alarm would go off, and then I'd go to my tea clock and I would pick a tea and get my teacup, and I would have tea at 3 p.m. or something like that. Well, like I said, it didn't last long, but my clock is still the tea clock. It's not a snack clock, it's a tea clock. And it reminded me of Alice in Wonderland. I had this whole like Alice in Wonderland thought. I better take my potato out before it is overdone. And the only other thing I plan on doing today is I have received some Christmas cards, and I didn't send any out this year. In the last few years, I've not sent any out because I'm wordy, and every card I want to write a letter in, and it takes a lot of time. So what I've been doing the last few years is I get cards from friends and family, and then I write them back. Whoever sends me a card, I write them a letter back. And it might get there after Christmas, but you're going to get a note back from me because I really, really, really appreciate that you thought of me, that you mailed a card to me. And I know how that works. When you're thinking about somebody and addressing the envelope, you are literally thinking about that person. So whoever sent me these cards, all these beautiful souls, they thought about me. And I want to write them letters back. And I got these cute cards from Cost Plus yesterday. And this one's got cats and dogs. You know, I love the animals, but I really love cats. Oh, and I forgot to tell you a couple of things. The beginning of this, I haven't decided if I'm going to do a voiceover, but last night was winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. And from here on out, our days should get a bit longer. And I wanted to celebrate, so I said, let's do a fire pit by the camper. And Motorcycle Man set that up. I had a glass of wine outside with the fire pit and the camper. And I kind of went around and looked at all of our Christmas lights and got nostalgic because things are so different now. The kids are grown. They don't get up early to come down and see what Santa left them. So I was just kind of getting nostalgic, thinking about how fast that went by with my kids. There's so many things we used to love to do. And living next door to Mimi and Papa Bear and Mama Bear, they one year pretended to be Santa and rang the bells outside the window and made noises on the roof, and the kids were like, oh my gosh, it's Santa. And you know, when you would put things together, the way we did Christmas when I grew up is Santa's gifts were never wrapped. So like you'd come down and whatever was under the tree unwrapped was from Santa. And so that's how I did it. And we would do the thing where we'd put flour by the chimney and Rich would stomp through it. And, you know, we did all this stuff. And the kids it was magical, right? Except for little RJ refused to sit on Santa's lap her entire life since she was tiny. She'd be like, she just really had a way of expressing herself to where I knew like, okay, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to force her to sit on Santa's lap. Not going to do it. I have not a single picture of RJ on Santa's lap. Not one. Dylan hated it. I do have a picture of him expressing himself. Austin was always happy-go-lucky, like, oh, Santa, that's cool. So they're all so different. And it just, you know, it's that time of year where I was just reflecting on life and what's ahead. And I'm super excited for 2025. I have so much to do, you guys, but I better get that potato out because literally I better get it. I have to get it out before it gets weird. Hold on. Potato is out. And I also, as I'm thinking about what I just said, I don't like it when I call you guys. I don't like that. because I'm just assuming there's a group of people watching, and that's not how it works. Everyone that watches by themselves. So excuse me for saying that, because what I really would like to say is you. Thank you for watching, and I don't know exactly what you would like to see from me, but in 2025, I have so much to do. And with RJ moved out, she was always my sidekick for thrifting and projects and all the things. And I feel so hot because the oven has been on and I'm in a sweater. What the heck? Whew. Okay. She was always my sidekick, and she's no longer living in the same state even. So I'm going to have lots of time to do the things I want to do. And believe me, this house is filled with projects, like filled with them. I have so much to do in this old house. I mean, it's come a long way since we bought it. It has come a very long way, and we turned this house into a home for sure. But it's been many years of just doing this, that, and the other. But gosh, there's certain things I'll be like, I just start looking past them like, oh yeah, I don't even see it anymore. I mean, for the longest time, this wall over here was just exposed lumber and electrical wire sticking out for like 2 years. We finally got the wall patched in both of these areas. You can see it's patched there. Have I painted it? No. That will be coming in 2025. Stick me to it. Hold me to it. I have to do these things. I need to keep busy. We'll be doing RJ's room, into the guest room. There's plenty to do. I have my studio that the cat lives in, the cat that just found us. You know, we took Stella in. She has claimed that room to be her own, and for me, it's not my studio anymore. I just kind of just put things in there. It's getting all junky. That can be a project. Learning more here on YouTube, maybe getting better at editing. For some reason, my sub count has gone up quite a bit during this Vlogmas, so thank you if you're new here. The crazy thing about my channel is there's no niche. There's no, it's just a big layered onion of all kinds of things that I love to do. And I don't think YouTube understands what I'm doing because I'm so all over the place. So, you know, the algorithm doesn't maybe work right with me because of how all over the place I am. Like, I'll cook a recipe, I'll bake bread, I'll go thrifting, I will redo a room, I will just sit and talk with coffee, clean out my closet. Like, it's like YouTube's like, who are you? Anyway, so I think it's been a challenge because of the way I'm doing YouTube, but I'm so stubborn. I'm going to continue doing it the way I want to do it because this is the way I want to do it because it's my channel. And I always say, the people will come who want to come and watch, and those are my people. And so I have a lot of patience, thankfully. I have been blessed with a boatload of it. I have a lot of patience, a lot of endurance, and that is to my benefit. I'm going to have tea and a sweet potato, maybe not at the same time. And Motorcycle Man is out buying the ingredients for the pickled eggs. Yeah, I almost said pickled beets, but there will be beets in there too because you use beet juice. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And, as usual, at the end, which should be the beginning, I am Tracy from the Wild West because I live on the West Coast and my last name's West. In case anyone's wondering, I always think people think I'm like a cowboy or something, or a cowgirl. Like, I live on a ranch, but I don't. I live in the suburbs, just outside LA. Nothing to do with the real Wild West, but my blog was named Wild West, and so I just stuck with it. Anyway, let us dance it out. Because when you dance, you just smile, right? When you dance, you smile. Dance, you smile. So until next time, peace, love, and keep going.